Hi, I'm back with you. Today I'm going to speak to you on aging. Now, what comes first to your mind when I speak about aging? It is the wrinkling of the skin or graying of the hair. That's a picture we get in the as soon as we think of aging, right? Is it just that, or do we have something deeper to it when we speak about aging? Now, aging is a process which affects all human beings, not only human beings, but all living beings, including plants and insects and animals, and you name it. All living beings go through this process of aging. So, what exactly happens and what is the reason for this aging? Now, our tissues and cells have a lifetime, right? There is a period for which it would be at its prime health, each and every cell. Beyond that, it would not be able to function. So, there is the new cells regenerate by that time. So, this process where the cells and the tissues over a period of time, they die off and then the new cells replace them. That process is called the degeneration and the regeneration process. Now, that happens, that keeps happening in our system on a regular basis. Now, when this slows down, when it is not proportionate, that is, when the regeneration of the cells does not happen proportionately to the degeneration which is happening in the body, that's when it precedes, that is, it overtakes, not precedes, but the degeneration would overtake, and that will result in the aging signs or symptoms in our body. The visible changes as well as the invisible changes happening in each and every organ in our body. There is a process where every day there are millions of cells in the body which would die off or they degenerate, and even as a process of the regular metabolism in the body, there are cells which cannot function for longer, as in the case of the release of free radicals, we say, because in the process of this the metabolism which is happening in the body, there are these cells or molecules which get devoid of certain electrons in them. These are called the free radicals, or this process is called the oxidation. Now, when I speak about oxidation, I need to tell you, or I can give you an example of this process. Now, in our day-to-day life, when we cut vegetables and fruits, we tend to either immerse them in water immediately as they are cut. We usually what we do is use it up as soon as we cut up the vegetables and fruits. That's always better. We also advise people not to keep it in the refrigerator or cut it and cook it only after 3 or 4 hours. That's not a good practice at all. So that is the reason for this, is because the fruits and vegetables also undergo oxidation. Now, if you take a potato and if you cut it and keep it exposed to air, after some time it turns its color. Likewise, there are many vegetables. Potato is an example. There is raw banana and brinjal, all these undergo. And the same way in the fruits, one example that is quite evident and which I know most of you can relate to is an apple. If you cut open an apple and if you leave it exposed, it turns darker in shade. This is the process of oxidation, and this is exactly what is happening in our body, in our cells and tissues as well. So, what do we do generally when we cut, if we have to keep the fruits cut, like for in a fruit salad or so, what do? We just add some lemon juice to it so that we can arrest this darkening. We don't relate it to oxidation or so. We say yes, the fruits and vegetables could be prevented from turning dark by adding some lemon juice to it. Same way in our body also this oxidation takes place. This is the reason I brought in this example. Happens on a daily basis. So these free radicals, what I mentioned, the molecules devoid of the electrons, and when they keep moving around, they become very unstable, these free radicals. So they want to go and attack a fresh or a good molecule or a cell to grab that lost electron. So in the process, what happens is all the healthy tissues and cells in the body get affected. They are all attacked by these free radicals, and there is an damage, there is a chain reaction happening, and there is sometimes a part of the organ or few groups of tissues or cells can get destroyed in this process. So this is a reason, this is also a reason for the aging. So when this becomes more rampant, this process of oxidation in the body and the free radical damage to the body, when that becomes rampant, then we age even before or sooner than we should actually do. So what are the factors contributing to this free radical damage? It all, I'll tell you, gathers to one point, and that is the lifestyle. The food we eat, the exercise we do, all these are what would judge, or which would be the factor, determining factor for the process of this free radical damage. So if you eat food which is mostly animal protein and which is rich in oil, deep fried and fried and refried food, and unsaturated, some of the unsaturated fats, which in the process of, like we were to put it across in simple words, oils which are partially hydrogenated. You will see fats and oils and it would be written partially hydrogenated. So this partial hydrogenation will also lead to the trans fatty acid. That is what we call, and this trans fatty acid is one main culprit for this free radical damage. And so as I mentioned, the polished grains or the refined grains and carbohydrates and vegetables and fruits which are eaten after long exposure, oxidized vegetables and fruits, or oils which are used again and again over, all these can lead to this free radical damage. Mind also plays an important role. If you are stressed, then this will contribute to this free radical formation and then the aging. And so there are many things, and lack of exercises, because when we exercise, we are supplying our body with more oxygen. And the pranayama that we do is supplying us with adequate amount of oxygen. So all these will slow down the oxidation, or it will at least not create the damage otherwise caused due to oxidation. So it's very important in our life to practice these things. Good intake of food, or the nutritious food intake, and proper practice of exercise, regular practice of exercise, I would say, and to stay stress free. If you incorporate these three things into your life itself, the aging process can be not arrested. Definitely it would happen, you will age, but at least the changes could be delayed, the process could be delayed. And so what are the foods which will help with this process? There are so many. You would have heard of this term called antioxidants. Now these antioxidants, what they do is to arrest or delay this oxidation process. So what are the antioxidants? Now when I told you about the fruits and vegetables, and particularly the apple or the fruits, I was mentioning about the sprinkling or the lime juice which is applied on that, which can prevent this damage, right? The same lime juice, when we take this, it has the same quality or the same purpose in our body too. It is vitamin C, right? Vitamin C is a known antioxidant. Which are the other vitamins? carotenoids, what we call the vitamin A, retinol, it does, and carotenoids. When we say about carotenoids, there are different types of carotenoids. I'm not going to get into the detail. There is alpha, beta, and so on. So carrots has carotenoid, and beetroots have some, and the grapes has resveratrol, which is a very good antioxidant. Then omega-3, you would have heard of omega-3 fatty acids, right? Fatty acid, it is an essential fatty acid, and that is a very good antioxidant. So vitamin E is an antioxidant, vitamin D is an antioxidant. So B vitamins like B6 and B12s and folates, and if you look into the list of antioxidants, whatever is available in nature, most of the ingredients, what comes to us through the plant sources, are loaded with these antioxidants. And particularly when I say, do include nuts, seeds, fruits, vegetables, whole grains, that is the unpolished grains in your food, and you can definitely reap the benefit of the antioxidant. Water intake is definitely required. Plus, as I mentioned to you about the exercise and the pranayama, which should be an integral part of your day-to-day life. So all put together, we would be able to delay this process of aging. Now, when speaking about aging, I did tell you that the most evident thing when what we speak about or what we think, what comes to our mind immediately as we speak about the aging is this wrinkling of the skin or graying of the hair. That's because only these are the visible external appearances that you can, visible things that you can say from aging, because of aging, which we relate to aging. But the same damage is happening internally also. Your organs starts functioning lesser and lesser, less efficiently, and you would start noticing that the movements that were previously easier would turn to be difficult, or there could be restrictive movements. It may not be to the range that you were able to do previously. These are all the changes. Now the joint pain, what we say, that is also a degenerative condition. It also affects the nervous system. It affects all the systems in the body, each and every cell in the body. When I say, you would be able to understand how widespread it is. It is from head to toe. Each and every organ in the body, all the living tissues, the living cells in the body undergo this process. So this is what is aging. So there is no use, or there is only a partial benefit by attacking it or by addressing it from an external point of view. Like no matter how much face packs you apply, no matter how well you take care externally of the hair or the nails or the skin or whatever, it's not going to give you the benefit as much as you take care of it internally and holistically. When I say holistically, address your mind, body, spirit, and that is only through the techniques that I told you. Good food for the body, good thoughts for the mind, and good exercise activity for the body, and that can only help you and stay calm and be positive, and these things can definitely reflect on your whole self. So this is what I wanted to share with you today as far as the aging is concerned, and I hope you will all stay young and energetic throughout your lives. Okay, so stay safe, take care, and stay healthy.